Welcome to the No Dress Code Pod, where we keep it real, celebrate Black excellence, and dive into the things that matter most. Tune in, vibe out, and let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of the No Dress Code Pod. I'm your favorite host, as well as your favorite hoochie, legs out, not open, Bree. And if this is your first time listening, then thank you. If you are a returning guest, if you are a returning listener, then you already know what I'm going to say because you already know how I feel about you. You already know how I'm coming about you. Okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for tuning in and for coming back. Now, before we get into this episode, you already know you know how every week starts. I need to do a mental health check-in, see how you guys are feeling. Drop it in the comments and let me know how your week has been going. Again, now, there's something I could do for you in this moment, but continue to speak it over you and pray that your week going forward is amazing. But I feel like if you drop it in the comments and let me know, like, I'm not having a good week, that somebody in the comments is going to come through and bless you. One way or another, somebody's going to come through and bless you. Now let me tell you about my week. Okay, how my week has been going. Ever since my very much unwanted and undesired and very very unattractive cousin left. Ever since my cousin D left, things have been okay. And maybe I shouldn't call my cousin. Maybe I shouldn't be calling it my cousin because then it just sounds like we too familiar. And baby, I don't even know you like that. You don't even know me like that. So why you feel the need to come and attack me? I don't know. I don't know. We not even cool like that, you know. But ever since my distant cousin, my distant, undesirable, unattractive, unwanted ass cousin depression left, baby, I've been okay. Okay, I've been okay. I don't even want to say like I've been okay, like shit just really turned around because ain't shit turned around. Ain't shit changed in a week or in 3 weeks. Ain't shit changed. But I just feel better, and that's what matters. So my week so far has been okay. I've been very consistent. Um I've been consistent with my workouts. I've been consistent with my eating. I've just been consistent, baby. This when I tell you March came and this week it's just been okay. You know, I've been making sure I track the things I need to track to stay consistent and to track my progress. And, you know, that's how March came for your girl. That's how this week is doing your girl, for sure, for sure. So, now that we got all that out the way, let's get into today's episode. So, as you can see by the title, today we are talking about imposter syndrome. And today we are talking about imposter syndrome. And I'm sure, again, I only be speaking for myself, right? Because in reality, I can't speak for you because I've never walked a foot, a step, a shuffle, a skip, a hop in your shoes. Okay, so I can't speak for you, although I feel like we have some of the same experiences 9 times out of 10. I feel like you could relate to some of my experiences, even if you haven't experienced them yourself. And although, if I'm being honest, I know for a fact there's some experiences I didn't experience that y'all probably can't. You can't fathom to understand, and that's okay. Life has been lived, and that's okay. Is what I'll say on that. But as far as imposter syndrome goes, I feel like a lot of us experience it, especially when trying something new. And I also feel like a lot of the times we just naturally confuse imposter syndrome with just starting something new, just beginning at something, and just being frustrated that you're not as capable or as talented or as knowing as you feel like you should be. So I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. So for like I said, I've been boxing since 2022, almost 3 years. Yeah, 2022, give or take. My 3-year anniversary is coming up, y'all, and I would say it's ours, but I got a trainer, so my 3-year anniversary is coming up. Got a new gym too, but that's not the point. That's not the point. I struggle. Obviously, if one thing I don't do, if it's something I'm gonna do, it's fucking struggle. You hear me? If it's something I'm gonna do, it's fucking struggle. Um, but yeah, struggling with imposter syndrome. A lot of the times, it's not even that we're imposters or that a lot of times it's just beginner frustration. So me and my trainer, my current trainer, if you guys remember the previous episode, the first episode of the year, okay, the episode with Jesse White, I'll include a picture of the thumbnail over here so you guys can see it. So you know which video to go back and reference is all I'm saying. Yeah, so me and my trainer, we have been working together for a year now, give or take. A little over a year. Um and it's been a learning curve. It's been a learning curve learning his structure and how he teaches and how he coaches and the way he does things versus the way my last trainer did it. And it is not just the simple, oh baby, I knew what I'm doing, so now I just got to know what I'm doing over here with you. No, 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 no. You know how sometimes retail positions, and I'm saying retail because I'm speaking from experience. Retail positions will like to hire people who, or some jobs, period, like to hire those who don't have experience versus hiring someone who has experience. It's going to be easier to teach someone who doesn't have experience already because you don't have the bad habits that you now have to unlearn. That I now have to teach out of you. Now you're just a blank sheet of paper. And I love that. But that so it's kind of like that. Like I was doing okay. I'm probably not going to say I'm thriving in either one of these trainers programs. But I was doing okay with my last trainer. I kind of had it down packed for what he asked for and what he wanted. This new trainer, baby, and I shouldn't say new because I've been with Jesse for a year. So, and I'm only saying his name because he's been a guest on the show. So we've been together for a year, and baby, it is completely different than my last trainer. And I'm sitting there thinking, it's not necessarily like, well, damn, what did I learn with you? Because obviously I learned with you. But now with somebody else, and their technique is completely different. And on day one of our training, he was like, I just want you to know, baby girl, you're starting back at day one. Everything you learned before, you can go ahead and forget it because that's not my program. We work with my program, and this is day one. And I'll admit, I will fucking admit, because like he said in the episode, you know, he trains his son. And again, I shouldn't have to relay these episodes to y'all, because really y'all should be watching it. But if you didn't watch it, I'll leave a clip of the clip here for you, but I'm tuning it out. So you go ahead and find it on Instagram, and you go ahead, or you go rewatch that episode, and you figure out what I'm talking about. Okay? So yeah, in the episode he named that he said that he trains his son. And obviously, I'm not comparing myself to nobody's son.
You know why? Because I'm a lady.
I'm a lady. And this boy been boxing since he was 6. Probably really since before he came out. And I be looking at him sometimes, or I used to look at him sometimes to be like, so this is what you asking for? Because I know for a fact that's not what I'm giving. Mind you, me and his son didn't even train at the same time most days, because, you know, I like train in the morning. And he's still in school. So it's just like, when we did, on the rare chances that we did get to train together or around the same time, I would be like, in my mind, I'd be thinking, so this is what you asking for? Because I know that's not what I'm giving. Looking at him does make you feel inadequate. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It does makes me feel very inadequate. Very much like an imposter. Very much giving imposter syndrome, because baby girl, why are you here? Why are you here? You're not. Why are you here? And honestly, I'm not gonna say I'm not an imposter. I'm not. I'm actually not trying to be a boxer, so that also plays a part in it. This kid has been boxing way longer than me. Their dad is a professional boxer. So, you know, there are things that come into play. And although I'm not excusing how I'm feeling, this does not excuse how I feel in the moment. But I used to sit back and be like, well, goddamn, I'm really not even necessarily not as skilled as him, because again, I've been doing this for 2-3 years. You've been doing this for your whole life. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. Right? But I would just be like, I don't know, I don't really feel adequate. Like, I don't really want, like that. It stops you. It debilitates. It can debilitate you. I don't want to say it does. It can debilitate you. Like, I don't even want to go to the gym now, because I gotta look at all these people that I know is correct form, you know, shooting it right, twisting it right, turning it over right. And I'm sitting over here like, baby, I don't know. I had it, like I said, I had it with the last program. I'm on that last program. Like, I could keep up with the last program. This new program, baby, I don't know. It got me feeling real imposter-ish. It got me feeling real, I'm not living up to shit-ish. You know? And really it was just the fact that, baby, this is, as far as his program goes, baby, this is new. This is something that you are literally, This man said you are starting at day one. And day one it was. I've also recently have been trying to trickle and transition my way. So one of the things I probably haven't let y'all in on, is I've really been out here hustling, right? I've been trying to figure it out, trying to get it how I get it, trying to make it shake. Trying to make something shake and it shouldn't be this ass. Okay, I'm trying to make everything shake but this ass right now. But if the ass gotta shake, then the ass gotta shake. Um, so I have on the low became someone's social media manager. And although I'm doing amazing, let's not get shit twisted. Although I'm doing amazing for them and for their account, I still feel like an imposter. And I don't know why. Like, so if I'm being honest, the way I got the gig was it wasn't like I sold myself on being a social media manager. I just was like, "Hey, can I record?" Because I don't want to record you in your business and you not be okay with it. Granted, it's 2025, and at this point, every business has an Instagram page. But this business obviously did not. And I don't want, like I like to respect people's privacy. So I asked this man, like, can I record your business? Can I record, because I want to post it on my social media. And I wasn't thinking anything of like creating a business from it. I was just thinking, get the word out, support black business type of thing. And he was like, yeah. And then, the conversation went from there. I ended up booking a social media manager spot. And it hasn't been life changing, you guys. It hasn't been life changing, but it has been different. It's like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know. Do I really know what I'm doing? Should I really be your social media manager? Yeah. I don't know. But really it's just this is new. You know, if anybody else wants me to manage their social media accounts, baby, you can go ahead and hop in the DMs, hop in the comments, email, do whatever you gotta do. Just let me know. It's really just being a beginner though and figuring it out. Kind of how I felt or kind of how I feel with video editing and everything else that I do. I'm trying to transition into voice acting or doing voiceovers because, this voice is good for more than just podcasting. This voice is good for more than just keep keying along the way with y'all. That's all I'm going to say. And it has been such a experience, to say the least. It's like, do I price myself low because I feel like I don't hold up to these other names? Um, am I really a voiceover person? Is this really something I could do? And in all actuality, it's like, baby girl, you already run your own podcast. Okay. You've already built a team for your podcast. If you could do it for that, baby, you could really do whatever you set your mind to. And so yeah, I've been struggling a little with that, y'all. I've been trying to figure it out. It's different, it's new. With that social media account, I'm also their videographer. Like I do everything for that account. Almost as if literally as if it's my own account. And it's been very not even difficult for me to say like I'm somebody's social media manager. It just does not feel natural, I guess, coming out of my mouth. Like, are you really? I don't know. Is that just me? I don't know. I want to iterate because I probably didn't say it to begin with, so it's not a reiteration. But I do just want to iterate that there is a difference between imposter syndrome and beginner's discomfort because that's genuinely what it has been so far. Like when I started this podcast, um, and I'll include it. Like I'll include it, on the screen. You guys can check it out, pause, read, whatever. I'll try to include it in my story so you guys can, catch it there. If you don't watch it, if you're not watching it. But it said when I first started, uh, I think I think it was before I started. I started researching like what it takes to become a successful podcast, what you need, what you don't need, um not even necessarily how to go viral, but how to become a successful podcast. How to make the vision that I believe is my vision come to life and therefore come to life in a financial way as well. Cause it's 2025. We got big girl dreams. We need big girl finances. But the thing I read said that most podcasts 90, I believe it said 90% of podcasts do not make it past 3 episodes. 90% of that does not make it past 20. So it said basically you're not to become a successful podcast, you don't have to beat out the other 200 million podcasts out there. You just need to not give up. And it also gave other statistics and other reasons. And it's just like, baby, you've been podcasting. This is what, your 48th episode? You've been podcasting for 48 episodes. Granted, I'm not even gonna sit here and hold y'all, because granted, we did take a break. Unscheduled, unapproved break. But we took a break and we came back. Cause we was gonna be part of that top 1%. And we are 47 episodes, 48 episodes in at this point. When you're watching this is 48 episodes in. So obviously there's proof that we belong. There's proof that I'm not an imposter. That I am a podcast host, that I am a host. And I host whatever it is you want me to host. You just let me know. I host a goddamn strip club. I host a goddamn strip club barbecue if you call me for it. I host. Okay? Because what? Proof is in the pudding. And the pudding is 48 episodes deep. I will say when I first started this podcast, though, it was honestly, I think as we've gone on, like episode wise, it's just gotten easier. Cause baby, what they don't tell you. So the thing about it is, if you are just and I get it, because you don't see all my highs and all my lows on social media either. Okay, you might see I deal with a little Debbie depression. Okay, a big Deborah over here. You might see that Big Deb is Big Debbing over here. But you don't actually see all the highs and lows I go through. You damn sure don't see all the lows I go through, for sure, for sure. Um so I understand, like, when I first started this podcast and talking to, the camera and trying to figure it out, baby, it was not easy. It still ain't easy. It was not easy any way, shape, or form. And I feel like a lot of the times it's easier to say I have imposter syndrome rather than saying I have beginner's discomfort, or I just don't know where to start. I don't know how to start. I don't feel comfortable. Um because a lot of times, I will say, on social media, people will tell you, like, it's not easy talking to a camera. It's not easy sitting down and recording and filming yourself and, editing, although for most people editing is the easiest part. But it's not easy to sit down and record, to tell your stories, and put them out there for the world to see, the world to judge, the world to, do as it does. Honestly, I feel like, and it's not okay. So honestly, it appears that, because I don't want to just keep saying I feel like, it appears that hustle culture and social media have blurred the lines between imposter syndrome and beginner's discomfort. Because, baby, if you are not on the right side of social media, if you are not on the right side of TikTok or the right side of Instagram, or shit, I even want to say the right side of YouTube, for all I know, you could be first video. This is my first day. I'm trying something new. And baby, these people tell you
ain't a fucking podcaster. You ain't no fucking celebrity. You ain't no fucking X, Y, and Z.
like, no, I'm not. You're right. I'm not pretending to be one either. But I'm on my way. I'm a beginner at this. Don't let nobody tell you what you ain't. Imposter syndrome is real, and a lot of times people project that. People be projecting. That's really what it is. There's a very ugly phase that I think anybody who deals with beginner discomfort or even imposters, really beginner discomfort, has to go through. It's that point where you feel like, damn, I know I got it. Fuck it, I'm gonna use Glorilla. Glorilla, right? When she dropped "fuck nigga free," baby, it was like, I'm pretty sure she was saying to herself before that, I already know I should be where I'm at, where she's at now. Like, she already knew she should be there. The talent was there. It's just she didn't have the right eyes on her yet. And that's just what it is. It's not that you're not talented or that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. It's just the right people ain't found us yet. That's it. That's all. Like, there's a lane for everybody. And with social media being as big as it is, and shit, these videos and everything that we post on social media get shared an infinite amount of times that I'm sure we, could never count to. Um, and it's just like, the talent is there. My win is coming. It's just a matter of when. Because, like I said in previous episodes, I'm one episode away from everybody saying they knew I was going to make it. One episode away. I don't know when that one episode is coming, but it's one episode away. Right now, I'm in the ugly phase of, baby, the ambition, the drive is not matching. It's not it's like something's not adding up. We have ambition, we have drive. I feel like we got talent. All three of these things together, and baby, we should be we should be big and not in size. Although there's nothing wrong with being big in size, I'm just working on not being as big in size. The way I know y'all could cancel, well, y'all would try to cancel me for that comment, but shit. It is what it is. I feel like, yeah, a lot of times we feel like we have the talent, we have the ambition, we have the drive. We're just missing that one key thing. And a lot of the times that also comes with you having to check your ego at the door. Because yeah, I could be talented as all get out. I could have so much potential and I'm stuck. Not progressing. And it's like, I hate that for us. We got to get our egos in check. Yes, baby, we have the talent. Yes, we have the drive. Yes, we have the ambition. Yes, I'm just waiting for your eyes to get to it. Because when I tell you, again, one episode away, just one. That's why I got to keep posting them. That's why I got to keep putting them out. Because I already know one episode I'm going to say some shit, or I'm going to do some shit, or we're going to have a guest that just blows it out the fucking water for y'all. Like, one fucking episode away from everybody saying they knew this is what we was going to do, that they knew we was going to make it. I will suggest, though, for anybody who is feeling that discomfort of being a beginner to something, and I, like I said, I've been podcasting since 2023, so almost 2 years. Granted, I did say we take a long ass break because why do we only have 48 episodes in 2 years and there's 52 weeks in a week? Not the point, right? But I do want to say to anybody feeling that way, a lot of the times it's just learning to sit in the discomfort. Learning to sit in the, I know I'm better than X, Y, and Z. Or I'm better than, who shot John. But you got to sit in discomfort and you just got to get better. Because it may be true. You may be better than who shot John. You may be better than XYZ. But can you sit in that discomfort? Can you work on your craft? Can you learn new stuff while Who Shot John is doing what they're doing? Cause when it's your time, baby, it's your time. And I want you to take off like no tomorrow. I also want us to stop comparing ourselves to what we see on social media. A lot of the times we're only seeing people's polished phases on social media. And I'm going to speak for my goddamn self. Because I've said to myself, oh, baby, when we get better, and we're better than we were when we first started posting. But when we get better, I probably will archive those videos. But then there's the flip side of that coin that makes me go, well, then people can't see the growth. Like, they don't know where we started. To them, it's just, oh, baby, you got 200 plus episodes out, and I'm starting at 75. Like, no, I want you to, if I put out these little 30 minutes, I could barely get 30 minutes out episodes because I didn't know. Like in those moments, those days, when I say I felt like so much of a fucking imposter, it is unreal. I felt like so much of an imposter, it is unreal in those days. But now, as I look back on it, I'll be like, girl, you wasn't an imposter. You was just a beginner. You was really just learning. Like, you really was just learning. Like, no school, no classes, just Google, YouTube, and that was it at the time. Because I don't think I was really on ChatGPT when I first started. I wasn't. It took me a very long time. But you were learning. Maybe the learning phase is never cute. I don't know what makes people think that, but the learning phase is never cute. And like I said, I thought about deleting older video, archiving the older post. If you can catch them on YouTube. I think YouTube starts at like episode 3 or like episode 7. That wasn't intentional. Um I was learning. I don't know how else to put it, but baby girl, I was learning. And I was learning as I went. So yeah. I think about archiving them. I think about deleting them. Like, cause I'm like, dang. I but at the same time, it's like if I delete them, you don't get to see my growth. It's just like you come in when everything is perfect, and then to you, it's like, well, damn, I can't put out till I become perfect. But no, put out now. Put out the imperfect. We all had to start somewhere. And unless you are born with a silver spoon in your mouth, then baby, you don't you don't start with the soundboards and the DSLRs and um the whole teams, managers, producers, publicists. Like you don't start out with that. So hey, if I gotta leave my video up so that it inspires you to know that baby, we started in the trenches. We was in the trenches when we started. Hey, I know like nobody wants to look bad in public and nobody, especially on social media, because baby, this is forever. You could take it down, baby. It is forever. Um, but oh well. Like, oh the fuck well. Get your money how you get your money, period. And you may not even be getting money from it. I don't know what you be getting from it, but get it how you get it. Is all I'm saying. As long as you know that you do not have imposter syndrome, you just don't want to look bad in public. And that's okay. There's no shame in that. When you are comparing yourself to someone, especially your day 1 to their probably day 10,000 and probably day 10,000. I feel like I really thought it was a Bible quote. I later came out and found out it was not. I found it was a presidential quote. I found out it was a presidential quote. Comparison is a thief of joy. First off, if that don't sound biblical, insert a praise break right here. Yes, because that's purely biblical. Purely biblical. I'm sorry. Comparison is a thief of joy. Stop comparison. Stop comparing your day 1 to their day 10,000 because it literally took them uh unlimited amount of tries. It took them highs, lows, tears, blood, sweat. It took them things that you're not gonna see. behind the scenes, you're not going to see. Don't compare your day 1 to someone's day 10,000. I don't care if it's your day 1 to their day 30 or their day 3 cuz y'all like to be funny. I don't care. Do not compare your day 1 to anybody. That's where we're fucking up at. Your day 1 is your day 1. You need to push through the beginner phase. It's not fun. It will not be fun. Until you get through that phase. It's kind of hard for me to say with podcasting because I'm not gonna say podcasting has always been fun or um hasn't been fun because of course there's times where it hasn't been fun. There's times where it's been stressful. There's times where it's just been stressful. It probably has never had me in tears yet. It probably hasn't had me wanting to pull my hair out yet. I'm not there yet. I don't know if in my mind or even in reality, if I'm just not successful enough yet to be there. But it's the one thing, yeah, that don't stress me out. Cause y'all what? We loving and non-judgmental over here. Okay? Non-judgmental over here. Cause what I eat don't make you shit. And what you eat don't make me shit. So very much non-judgmental over here. Y'all remember what was before TikTok? Vine? I think it was Vine. Well, if I'm not mistaken, it was like Triller or Thriller. It was something, but I think essentially it was like Vine. And a lot of the videos that we watch on Instagram now, and I'm saying we as a collective, right? Again, but only speaking for myself. A lot of times we watch on Instagram now are what we would have considered cringe back in the day, or things we'll consider cringe in 5, 10 years. Maybe even it might not even take that long because social media and things just die down fast. Maybe in 2 days, 3 weeks, we'll consider it cringe. But the thing about that is you have to embody the this is cringe, but I'm doing it anyway energy. Like, I'm not even ashamed to say, but like, I'm ashamed to say. I recorded my day the other day. I was trying to turn into like a week series, like a week in the life, a week in the life of, however I put that. Um, and although I could turn it into a week, baby, all I can give you is the gym. I can give you the workouts. I can give you the food that I'm eating. And that's really all I got for you. Because Monday through Friday, I'm in the gym and Monday through Friday. Because I kind of don't put my workout schedule out there. That's just what I'm saying. That's what's throwing me off. I kind of don't want to put my workout schedule out there. Because what if I got enemies and y'all really trying to roll up on me one day? And I just gave you the whole schedule on how to find, you know? I mean, I don't have none, but I'm just saying, what if I had enemies and they was watching this shit and being like, I don't have none that I know about. Because, baby, if you beefing with me, you really beefing with yourself. Only beef I like these days is Costco hot dog. And at this point, they need to sponsor me. Um, so yeah, I mean, I work out. Okay, let me just go ahead and say that. I work out consistently. I work out enough. Um, After my workouts, I do what I have to do. which normally consists of a shower. Because I don't know about y'all, but I just do not like being in public knowing I just worked out. Cause I don't know about y'all, but I'm a sweater. Um, okay, I don't want to say it takes a lot for me to sweat because I don't really feel like it does, but like it does, but it doesn't. And it's hard to explain. But once I start sweating, I start sweating. But once I stop, once you let me cool down, I'm not gonna just re-sweat immediately. Like it just because it got hot all of a sudden, I'm not gonna re-sweat. Like I need to physically get hot again. I gotta get hot now. I gotta get even more hot than I was before, type of thing. So, yeah, but I don't. I know it's a common practice for people. I know a lot of y'all be out here in this world running errands after y'all workouts. And again, although the look on my face says pure judgment, I have none. Um, it just doesn't work for me. I just can't do it. I like to go home and shower. Or if I have to, I'll shower at the gym. But yeah, I don't like just going nowhere after. But I have upped my workouts a little bit, y'all. That's not even the point of this. The point of this was I recorded my day and I was gonna do a week, but I got not even I was like when I was doing it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cringe. Like a week in the life of like, girl, who are you? And I had to myself, bitch, I'm that girl. That's who I am. Don't you ever question me. I'm that girl. Was it Megan or was it Beyonce? It was somebody on a Stallion episode. Savage episode. Savage song that was like, um, been that bitch, still that bitch, will forever be that bitch. Yeah. Yeah. You go ahead and let them know. Because that's who I am. Been that, still that, will forever be that. But yeah, I was like, oh, this is kind of cringe. Like, because I was recording, I was like, okay, so I kind of got to do a voiceover because I'm really not talking to y'all while I'm recording this at all. Because when it comes to creating content and it comes to like bringing y'all in my life like that, I be like, oh yeah, this cringe. And it's not even like I feel like I have a cringy life. It's just y'all don't go to the gym. Y'all don't eat bagels. You know, y'all don't make protein shakes. Y'all don't cook dinner. Like, what am I doing that y'all not doing? But being me, okay, I'm doing it being me. That's what I'm doing that y'all not doing, and that should take away the cringe anyway. I know for a fact if you're doing well, my example was like content. So if you're doing content or podcasting or anything, um, let me keep it with me. So with me, um, I'm not gonna say I ever really obsessed over our analytics. I never really obsessed over who's watching what or who's watching when or what's being watched. I will say since our rebrand or our reboot, our comeback, I probably have paid more attention to it. Um, just because I gotta give y'all what y'all want, so y'all give me what I want, and that's for you to keep coming back. Yeah. I realize now though, since I like I said, I've been paying attention to it a little bit more because I feel like that, is a part of my business and I need to be aware of that. Um, the little goals I set for myself are slowly being met and it's just like slow but sure confirmation. Like God got me. Like I may joke and I may lie, but this ain't no joke and this ain't no lie. About me feeling like I'm going to hell. But I don't know really where I'm going. I have my, like I said, I have my idea, but am I guaranteed to go to hell? I don't know. I don't know. That's for God to decide, okay? Not me. And I just, I slowly but surely been watching my analytics, and I'd be like, oh yeah, God is showing me like, baby girl, everything you went through to get this started. Cause when I talk about, like, when I think about my podcast and, where we started versus where we are now, I never consider, or I talk about it a few times, but I don't really actually consider it to be part of like where we started, which was the idea, which was me doing it with somebody else. Like I never really consider that part of like where we started. Cause yeah, we had a few meetings, but it ain't start. Started, with who it started with. Um, and it's just like, damn, everything we went through though, like everything I went through from really conception of this thought to the 48th episode is little forms of confirmation that God is like, baby, just keep going. Just keep going. It's not what it's not what you imagined. It's definitely not how you thought it would be, but just keep going. You're going to see everything that you thought, everything that you said is coming to fruition. Just keep going. That reminds me that all the little struggles I went through to get here, the episode 48 was completely worth it. Everything we went through to get where we are today was completely. And when I tell you, I feel like this is my last episode in this room. I feel like it's my last episode. I really only did it out of convenience. I only brought it back in here out of convenience. Y'all ain't really said nothing, so I don't think y'all really tripping like that. But I don't really want y'all in my room like that. You know, I think I want to take y'all back out. I think I like y'all out better. So, yeah, but early stages. The early stages are worth it. We started this podcast pure audio. Literally used a picture so that we could upload to YouTube. Like it was worth it. Cause where we are now is immeasurable compared to where we were when we first started. It's not immeasurable, being measured, but immeasurable. Y'all better learn how to reframe embarrassment and the things that you feel like are embarrassing to you. And I'm speaking it to me as well because I remember how cringe I felt uploading my first episode to audio. I remember how cringe I felt uploading my first episode to video. I remember how cringe I feel every week I have to post about how I need you how I need y'all to come through and like, comment, and subscribe, and how I have to post these little things every week so that y'all know that the new episodes is out. Yeah. But and as embarrassing as it feels at times, and it truly is nothing to be embarrassed about because, baby, if you got a business, then you better promote that business like no tomorrow. Because if you don't, who will? Remember that. Um, everyone who is great at something was bad at something first. I mean, unless you're like a prodigy, nobody really comes out the womb just knowing. So, um, as I look back on my time podcasting, for sure, now I think, if I'm being honest, as I look back on my time podcasting now, that I'm definitely still a beginner in certain areas of this podcast world. Um, because like I said, there's nobody that's really taken my hand, and not that you have to, but taking my hand and showing me around and been like, "Oh, girl, this is where X, Y, and Z. This is where we do X, Y, A, B, and C. This is where HJK hang out. This is where OQR be at." You know, I'm still a beginner in a lot of social media aspect. Although, like I said, I am somebody's social media manager, so I'm learning as I go. But I'm still a beginner when it comes to ads. I'm still a beginner when it comes to I can edit. Don't get me wrong. And I may not edit in the way that you think editing is for my videos per se, but I can definitely edit. But I also like to review my progress and see, because it's honestly, like if you go and look at the earlier videos, I'm talking about the one before September 2024. Um, that being a beginner is not a bad thing. It's a stage, not a permanent level. You do progress. Before I let you guys go, I know I said I was gonna work on Reddit going forward, and I forgot in this one. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I forgot. But before I let y'all go, because it's about that time to wrap up. But before I let y'all go, I need to ask y'all a few questions. Because I'm about asking y'all questions these days. What's something you want to start but fear looking bad at? Go ahead, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. Because I'm here to support you the same way you support me. Period. You got my back, I got your back. So let me know what are what are you looking to start that you just don't you're afraid of looking bad at. Because like I said, you can go to episode 1 on Spotify or Apple Podcast and listen, and baby, you will see. It ain't been no crystal stairs around here, baby. We've been getting it how we get it. And I love that for us. But I was okay with looking bad. I've shared some of my lows. I've shared some of my highs. I know that vulnerability is authenticity. Authenticity is key. Besides consistency, authenticity is key. And if I'm being authentic, baby, every day ain't high. Life is not a high. There's highs and lows. So I had to be honest. I had to be open. I had to share with you guys my highs and my lows. And it's not easy. Um, you do contemplate, because like I said, social media is scary. You contemplate, where this is being shown, where this is being taken, where this is being interpreted. But babe, we only get one life. Are you gonna let these people sit here and, you know, make you not, or stop you from doing what it is you want to do because you're scared of looking bad? Drop it in the comments and let me know what you really want to start, but you are a fear, but you're afraid of looking bad at. And then let me know how I can help you. And if I can't help you, then somebody in the comments will be able to help you. Because why? That's right. We're non-judgmental over here. Non-judgmental. That's what I'm talking about. If you guys feel more comfortable DMing me, you can DM me, but I would really prefer you to just drop it in the I think we know why. No, I'm just playing. But really drop it in the comments. And that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. I know before you exit this video, you have already liked, comment, and subscribed. And I know for a fact you're going to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to pull up because they're going to love it here just like you do. Also, peekaboo. No. So I also want to say I got dressed today, y'all. Okay. You see I'm not sitting in leggings, sweater. And it's cold as fuck out. And I should have a sweater on because I'm anemic. But I decided to get dressed and get cute just for y'all. I know you can't really see the outfit, but understand it's cute. And with that being said, I feel like y'all should just engage because I got dressed today. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to come back and say. I just feel like y'all should engage because I got dressed today. Okay. And I'll see you next episode. Bye. You're still here? You know the show's over, right? Don't cry. We'll be back next week. I gotta go be a hoochie. In the meantime, catch up on the older episodes.